Okay, so there are these tapes called the Telepathy Tapes. And these tapes are about a group of nonverbal autistic children that have the ability to read their mother's minds. Some of them can read anybody's mind. So this is an ability that they are discovering that nonverbal autistic children have. They can actually somehow see into their parents' mind. The thing that I found crazy about this was the fact that these tapes, not the tapes, but on the tapes, one of the autistic kids found a liking to crystals. He found his mother's crystals that were hidden in her bag behind. She came from the gym or whatever. She was getting a massage or something, and he found her crystals behind the door just by sensing them. So he said, this gives me good energy. I need more good energy like this. He was nonverbal. He couldn't talk. He just started saying little stuff after going through these processes that they were doing, through these telepathy tapes of finding out that he could communicate and could understand what his mother was thinking, and stuff like that. I'm telling you, this is amazing. But what I wanted to, the reason I'm showing this video is because of the crystals and what he said about the crystals. So I want y'all to check that out. Let me know what you think, because people are always having this debate. Are crystals real or are they not? Do they have energy? Yes, they have their own energy, but they don't activate unless you put your energy with it. You blend with it. You become as one with it. That's how you make the crystal work. It doesn't just work just by sitting it there and just expecting. It does bring a good energy into your home, though. It can bring like a good vibration into your home, but as far as you actually using it for a purpose, also those little crystal, little energy. You know what I mean? Bigger crystal, bigger energy. So keep that in mind as well. But check this out.
Open on the boards when you first start communicating your own thoughts. And for Houston, I believe that happened when he was about 21. And then it was amazing because she learned he has rich knowledge of American history. He loves American history. Rich knowledge of so much. And I mean, Houston's knowledge is phenomenal. And what I've learned from Katie and Houston's story has been paradigm shifting throughout. But, even just little things, like I never understood why people thought like crystals and rocks had magic in them. To me, I was like, this is a cute thing we do as humans. And I couldn't dismiss it, but I just didn't get it. I didn't believe that. And Katie certainly did not either. And then one day after like a, massage or something, Katie brought home a bunch of like a bag of rocks and crystals. They were behind like her bedroom door, her bathroom door. And Houston comes home and like knocks through all doors and finds the rocks and crystals.
Houston started shouting, stones, stones, stones. And he wouldn't stop. And so I just was like, here, take them. I mean, I didn't know what to do with them. So anyway, I went into his room a little bit later, and he had lined these 3 stones up on his bedside table on the very edge, and he was lying on the very edge of his bed as close as he could get to these stones.
He felt all the energy coming from them, and he could name which each one was and felt the frequency of each.
And he started spelling, when you're autistic, you're a magnet for all energy, good and bad. These stones have good energy. I need more good energy.
And, Katie has other stories of coming home and buying like crystals for I think it was her son-in-law, hiding like dice for Dungeons and Dragons or something. And like Houston like came home from school and found those because he could like hear them or feel them, energy. And stuff like that made me realize, okay, so if I dismissed telepathy and that's real, and I dismissed the power of crystals and that's real, what else have we dismissed that we think of as woo-woo or, this airy-fairy stuff, and it is true.
More than anything, I want y'all to take in what she just said. If she dismissed the power of telepathy, and that's real, and she dismissed the power of crystals, and that's real, how much or how many other things have we dismissed in this world? I tell y'all this all the time. We've been lied to about so much stuff. They've been saying, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I've discovered the reason why. It's because the abilities that we originally had, they don't want us to know that our minds can do this stuff, because once we do, we breaking out of this whole thing. This is why I didn't realize why God kept pushing me to show y'all different gifts and show y'all different abilities that people have and different abilities that people can do, is to show you that you are powerful. And I kept getting that message to say, and I kept saying it, but I didn't know 100% why I was really saying it. I was just being obedient. But I understand now. It's to really get that in you, that we are really powerful. We really do have special abilities that have been taken away from us, so that we won't be in control of our future, in control of our destinations, in control of why we're really here. Now that's crazy.